All right, well, hi, this is Crystal, and I'm going to either film this video or it's going to kill me, one or the other. I feel like Austin Powers when they lost their mojo or something. I don't know. I got to get it together. This is crazy. Okay, this is my video about Donald John Trump. Donna Joe is what I call him. Let's see where I want to start. There's just so much. And I'm going to break down their entire scary faces. Okay. This is one of my relatives, unfortunately. Eighth cousin twice removed. And she said so gross. She's so funny. But, yep. There's Donna Joe. And I call them Donna Joe because they are a transgender person. That's the thumbnail right here from my old video that I made like a year ago. Okay. I guess I'll go back up to the top and start. Okay. Right here, they had a bunch of military people and their wives and stuff, just a bunch of them gathered in the room. And Trump said, this might just be the calm before the storm. And then a reporter said, Mr. President, what do you mean by that? And then he said, the calm before the storm. And then they said, what storm? And then he said, you'll find out. And we're in the beginnings of that now with the fake CV and the rioting that is all contrived and the race baiting because they want order out of chaos. That's what they're about, because they are a Knights Templar, they are a Freemason, they are a transgender person. I'm going to show all of that. These are kind of out of order, but I'll just go through them as I see them. Jared Kushner voted as a woman according to their voters registration. Wow, is that a mistake? No. Okay. There's Ivan or Ivanka. But no, Jared Kushner, just in this picture right here. Let's look at him. They got a flat vertical forehead. They've got no brow ridge. They've got a pointed chin. They've got an Adam's apple that comes, it's like a little pea that comes from taking tea. And then they also give them human growth hormone. And that's how these females get to be really tall. Like they'll have tall females. And then with the male to females, like Ivanka here, and you can see the Adam's apple in the throat right there. Long neck. Look, short neck here. Slumped shoulders. There's squared shoulders here, but you can even see long humerus bone right there. And the brow ridge, and the male hairline, and the prominent cheekbones, and the jawbone, and the flat back. But I've got so much more to go through. Okay. Here on Trump, just you can see, like, they've given them tea forever. And I'm not sure, I know they clone these people, but I'm not sure if the original is still around and they use the clones for extra, like to go on trips or do extra work, like to spread themselves out more. I'm not sure. But right here, you can even see the digit ratio, like the index is longer than the ring, and they have small hands, and they wear this suit. Like, I think Lori from Truthful Spirit, she had said that these suits were actually designed for like the elites, the ruling class, so that they could fake and hide their figure and look like they have wider shoulders than what they have. But look at the short neck, like no neck, saggy neck, soft jawline, no real brow bone. I mean, it's built up maybe a little bit from the T, and then they wear their hair in this crazy swoopy style like that to hide the fact that there's not really a sloping forehead. It's just a distraction. Here, once again, look, no neck. Why does Ivanka have like a 7-inch long neck at least, and then Donna here has no neck and it's baggy and saggy? And look, males will usually have a jawline that comes down and then forward, like it's shaped more almost like 90 degrees, like a box. This is a soft jaw. It's like not defined at all. And look, you can see there's no brow bone right there. They keep the bushy eyebrows and the hairstyle as a distraction. But look at the small mouth. The eyes are close set together. The younger they were, the easier it is to tell that they're not a man. Just all the same features, but the hair, they just have this overly exaggerated sort of bouffant of hair. Small mouth, close set eyes, bushy eyebrows yet again, no neck. The shoulders look more narrow in this suit, but it's a very feminine face for sure. This might be the photo. Yes, I took a close-up of it because there's a slit in the left pupil on this one. But look at the small hands. Softest jawline in the world. It's a softer jawline than mine. Tiny mouth. No brow bone. Floofy hair. Small skull. Same thing yet again. Just no neck. And their ears are just as small, or my ears might be bigger than theirs. Just pointed chin, rounded soft jawline, no brow bone, and the hair, again, just the same thing every time. Look at that jawline. That's a good image there. And then the bushy eyebrows. But if you took these bushy eyebrows off and then they had their hair done differently, not cut short, it would just look like a grandma. Because it is one. Okay, right here, you can see just all the features I already talked about on the head. But look, the shoulders are small. The hips are wide. You can see how the waist dips in up there. They got a female waist. And then look how short the humerus bone is. Short arms. They're hippie right here. The hips are as wide as the shoulders, along with everything else. I don't want to get too redundant about their head. Okay. Right here, all the same features on the skull, with the soft jaw, the small mouth, the close-set eyes, no brow bone. Look at this. On females, like on me and on my daughters, it's like our arms end at crotch level. And look where the hands end right there. That's crotch level. Men's arms a lot of times will reach more to where they'll be half, like if they put their hand against their leg, it'll be halfway down to the knee. It would be more down like there. But they have short arms. And they're hippie. And it's like the hips are at least as wide as the shoulders. Then they're walking around with someone that looks like they have fake breast here, beat up kneecaps, and big feet. It's like their feet here look bigger than Donna Joe's over here. Okay. Here we are once again. Okay. Baphomet sign. They're telling you it stands for like the goat horns. It's a shout out to Goat Lucy, but at the same time, they're telling you like I'm both genders in one with their small little hand and their floofy hair, no neck, soft jaw, tiny mouth, close set eyes, wide hips. They're standing sideways, and I'm sure they know to stand sideways, because if they were standing straight across next to Melania that has no hips, it would be like really obvious. Short humerus bone. Now let's look at male Anya. Their head is way bigger than Donna's here. Square jaw, wide mouth, wide set eyes, brow ridge, and they have a male hairline. And you can see the collarbones sticking out, but they got their hair over it. A lot of them have gotten smart about concealing the shoulders with the hair, but you can see, and they're standing sideways too, so you can't see the width of the shoulders. They have a long neck. Look at the neck. No neck. Long neck. And they've had this Adam's apple shaved down as well. Now, let me zoom back out here a little bit. Okay, this is more, okay, crotch would be like here, but look where the hand's in there. Okay, long humerus bone, long arms that are like halfway down to the knee. Then they have those knobby, beat up kneecaps, and they have big feet as well, and no hips. Look, you can tell, even though they're sideways, the shoulders here, like the shoulders there, are wider than the hips there, for sure. Okay, this is Donna's ex-wife, Ivana, and this was just like, they have no hips. I mean, they have no butt either, but I mean, wide shoulders, more narrow hips, and they have a bored and straight flat back all the way down. A lot of times males will have a curve in their back right down here above the rear, but Ivana doesn't even have that at all. Females curve, like it'll curve like right above the bra line. It'll curve in, forward, and then back out. But no, Ivana is a man. And I think they might take some sort of, like for the females to get them really tall, they take human growth hormone. But for the males, they might have some sort of human growth hormone blocker or something to keep them short. Okay. Just look at the hips. Look at the hips on this lady here. This old grandma. Crotch length arms. Just very short arms. The wide shoulders is just a suit. No neck. You know, the floofy hair. All the same things I've talked about on the skull. They have childbirthing hips for sure. Wide hips. Wide. You can tell Melania has a flat back. Their back curves out right above the rear. And you can tell, even though they're sideways, the shoulders are wider than the hips. And you can see the square jawline. And you can see the sloping back of the forehead. Whoops. Let me get closer. Yep. There's the brow ridge. And then you can see the forehead's sloping up. Whoops. Here is Melania as a young man. And they have bushier eyebrows. They just look more manly. It's before they had a lot of their extra work done that they've had. But there's Adam's apple just blazing out of the neck. Super obvious. And it's like, do they have a thyroid problem? No. Because they also, it's like, look how wide the mouth is. Males have a wider dental arch and a bigger mouth and bigger teeth. And you can see the brow ridge here. And then the shape of this forehead is male. Look at that Adam's apple. They're busted. So the president is married to a man. They have the features, all the features of a man. Okay, here we are again. Short arm, crotch length arms. They have really wide hips that are concealed by the suit. But I mean, even when they're in a suit and dress pants, you can still see it. And just look at Melania. Look at the square jawline. See if I can come in here. Yep. They have wider set eyes. And they still have, it looks like they had the brow bone shaved down some, but it's still, they still got a brow ridge. And long neck, standing sideways to kind of mask the width of the shoulders. Extremely long humerus bone and long arms. The knee, I would guess, would be there. The hands go halfway down to the knee. And they have pretty big manly hands as well. It's a reversed couple. There's Ivana. Okay, on them, they got a really long neck. They do have Adam's apple visible if I had a different photo, but I have other photos of them. Just look at the size of the teeth and the wide mouth. And you can see the brow ridge here. The eyes are set back. Not that deeply set, but they're set back. And then the shape of the hairline is male. And square jawline. They may have had a chin implant. Because males usually have a more kind of squared chin. And so they'll put a chin implant. They'll like saw the bone down right here and they'll put a chin implant in to round it out to make it look more feminine. But still, they have a big skull and they have big ears. They wear big ass earrings to try to, I guess, distract from their ears. But you can't distract from this wide mouth and these huge teeth. I don't see women with teeth and mouth looking like that. Mm-mm. Melania, it's like Donald, I know, has been cloned because I've heard different sources. There was this doctor and he was talking about how there was the Russian robotoids and stuff. And he was saying Donald Trump was cloned in 87. They've been doing it ever since. But Melania, there'll be many faces on this character. But look at the eyes. That's not, like, my daughter has really sky blue, like robin's egg blue colored eyes. But that's nothing like this. This is an unnatural color. It looks like a synthetic. It looks like a synthetic. And then remember this face here, because whenever I go to the next one, the next picture, you'll see the face is not the same. You can see the brow ridges there, and then they'll wear their hair trying to cover up the forehead. Look at this. This looks Okay, first off, wow. Okay, males have rougher skin where you can see the pores easier and you can see all this makeup. Look at the makeup. It's really coarse, rough man skin. And these eyes, that does not look human to me. That looks like a clone. And the color of them is unnatural once again. And if you look, the skin looks waxy. Can you see that? It looks kind of oily, waxy, like plastic or silicone or latex or something. I don't know. But that face, this face here, is not the same face as this here. That's two different versions. Oh my gosh. That's a different version. You notice how the eye color is totally different from the last two? The last two had two different shades of insane, like electric blue. These look more like just light blue, but it's not such a rich, bright blue. And the shape of the eyes, it looks crazy. It looks demonic, demonically possessed. And I've seen video of Melania before and watched it through, and it was legit, authentic video from. It's been a while, like a year since I've seen that, but I seen their eyes going slit before. Now this here is something that will happen. Like, see how Trump looks blurred? They'll sometimes, if it's a clone or, you know, an entity inside a clone body, it'll come across on the screen looking like a hologram. So it looks like this. It distorts. But yeah, that would be a clone or a hologram. I'm not 100% sure exactly how this works, but that's not a human being right there. That is artificial. Because you can see, like, Ivana's back there. Look at Trump. They have to be using a clone right there. That's not normal. Okay. Here we go. Besides all of the other transvestigation stuff I've been talking about, look at Baron. Like, look at them. Look how they're holding their hands. It's like, okay, first off, Melania does not have a womb. And Donna Joe has been on testosterone and stuff, and that's supposed to make these people sterile. If you're on opposite sex hormones long term, it makes you sterile where they can't even go and harvest. Like, if Melania still had their unit, you couldn't go harvest sperm from them because they've been on the opposite sex hormones. Same with Donna Joe. So what they do these days is they can take DNA from two separate people. I've heard they can even, like, from two females or two males, they can take DNA from two separate people and splice it together and then create an abomination baby and implant that egg in a surrogate. And they can come out with an abomination clone baby. But this just looks like a clone, like a synthetic, like just a clone in general, because look, they're holding their hands. Gucci Mane also holds their hands like this. Like, I've seen them. It just looks like they look like just like a mannequin or like a test dummy. That's unnatural to hold your hands that way. And then, of course, you can look at Melania over here with wide shoulders and no hips and beat up kneecaps. Whoops. And arms halfway down to the knee and huge feet. But look at Baron holding them hands like that. That's really crazy. That does not look like the way a child would hold their hands. And of course, that would be a little girl, because that's how they roll. They switch them all up. Okay. Been through this. Okay. I'll get to this. Trump here is Trump's family crest, okay? They got the fist, and like the fist is like a symbol of fascism. And if you pay attention to the, and it has the spear here. And what Trump is the tip of the spear. And it's shown in imagery all over the place with Trump. But you got the spear right there on their crest. And with the tip of the spear, like the spear is a reference to like whenever they stuck Christ with the spear, like to either finally kill them off or to make sure they were dead. And that's what Trump's here to do. They are the tip of the spear. They're here to bring in the New World Order and to cause like the fall of Christianity. And they are here for their cousin, Obama, to bring down America. They are a Trojan horse. But they're not packing nothing, for one. But they're here as the tip of the spear. They're going to bring down America. They're going to bring in the New World Order. They're a Trojan horse. They're going to bring down Christianity. They're going to create havoc amongst all these conservatives that believe in this character. And it is a fake character. They flash the 666 hand sign about every 5 seconds when they're doing a speech. But yes, this fist there, that's part of what they're doing. And then here, that fist is going through a cube. And then a cube is a symbol for Saturn. Or like the hexagon is like a smashed cube. But it's like they're just in their crest there. It shows what they're here for. Also, Aaron from Exalted Lamb Channel, he had talked about the meaning of Donald Trump's name. Donald means world leader. John means they're like a messenger, like an announcer. Okay? Like John the Baptist was, and it really draws a parallel because John the Baptist was cousins to Jesus, and he was spreading the message about Jesus. Well, Donna Joe is cousins to Obama. And I know that because I'm related to both of them. That means they're related to each other. Donna Joe is my 8th cousin. Obama is my 9th. So Donald, world leader. John, like announcer, messenger. And then Trump means they're going to blow the trumpet. Their whole name means that they are here to announce, to bring in, like to Trump, blow the trumpet and announce the bringing in of Obama. 100%. That's what they're here for. I'll show you further how they are the tip of the spear. Here we go. See, it's shaped like a spear point. There's lovely Donna Joe there, right in front. They've had this planned for this individual since birth. And there was actually, there was a TV show that came out in the 50s or early 60s. And it was about, they had a character named Trump in the show. It was like a Western. And they were saying it's the end of the world, which is predictive programming. And then they wanted to build a wall to protect people from the end of the world. But their name was Trump. And in the show, they're like, "You're a liar, Trump. Like, you're a deceiver." And they ended up arresting him. But it's crazy. The predictive programming. Okay. There we go. They have them highlighted just in the front. But yes, they are the tip of the spear. 100%. Let me get to this real quick. Here's Trump Tower. And see, it's the tip of the spear again. That's what they're all about. Like, they are the person sent here. They are the last president of America as we know it. And they were sent here to be the tip of the spear as far as in they're going to end everything and bring in the New World Order. And they're going to be like the biggest fall guy ever. Because all the conservatives and all the Kool-Aid drinkers and everything, they're going to be so pissed. But that's what Donna Joe is here for. Now, here's just back more to the transgender stuff. Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has been registered to vote as a woman for 8 years, it is claimed. Then they said, they come off later, and they said that it was a mistake. It was an error. It's not an error. There's their voter registration card. It's like, really? With someone that's a high profile, like elite person, you think they would make a mistake like that? No. They tell us in little ways, like they'll tell us in little ways all the time. Just like Jessica Alba was at Comic-Con, and they said, what would you say is something that people would be surprised to know about you, Jessica? And then she said that I'm a man, you know? And then Megan Fox came out and said they're a tranny, they're a man. Straight up. They'll tell us sometimes. Okay. This was funny to me. I was like, gosh, why do you have that basketball in front of your package, Donna Joe? You hiding something that's not there? Pretty much. But no, these legs here, their legs look identical to how mine did in high school when I was on swim team. Because I was swimming 4 hours a day, and then certain days of the week we would lift weights. And so a female's legs can most certainly look like this. And they have a Q angle, but they're spreading their legs out. But they got they got muscular thighs. But they're on T and HGH. But you can still see they have wide hips here. They're holding a ball in front of their crotch because there's nothing there. And still relatively soft kneecaps. On males, a lot of times the calves will angle out like almost like bow legs. They'll angle out from the knee, like outward and then back in, but they're straight leg there. But you can see the Q angle. The hips are wide and the shoulders are built up from working out. But if you just took like here, that matches up with there. And they have short humerus bone and short crotch length arms as well. And nothing in the neck. And once again, pointed chin, soft jawline, close set eyes, no brow bone. Over the years, it seems like they may have built up their brow bone a little bit. Maybe they had surgery, or maybe it's the T. But right here, you can't see. It's just no brow bone. Vertical forehead. Very soft and feminine face. Okay. Here's where Trump was talking about the invisible enemy. And God, a lot of times, is referred to as like the invisible God. Like he's omnipresent and omniscient. And right here, this is closed captioning of it. He said, until this enemy is gone, this particular enemy is God. And if you want to go back and watch that, here's the channel right here. I made sure to leave it in there. And Aaron, like Exalted Lamb, also has the video on his channel. But he says, clear as day, she says, the enemy is God. And yes, their enemy is God. They're always doing, and they do the yawny hand sign, like when they're sitting. Like some people might call it the Illuminati pyramid, but it's like they do it as more elongated. It's like supposed to be like a shape of a vagina, basically. It's a yawny symbol. They're doing that, which stands like for Mother Goddess. It's all masonry. Always. right here, we've got Donald Trump Jr., okay, with index longer than the ring. And let's look at them. Okay, no brow bone. They got a vertical forehead. They do have facial hair, but they can grow that on T. Their neck is not long. Soft jawline. Soft look in the eyes. They're all inverted. There's Ivana. But look, you can see no Q angle. Like, okay, why does their son Donald, or no, I'm getting off here. That's the wife. Okay. I'm tripping. But here you can see the shoulders are wider than the hips. The hips are in here. Shoulders are out here. They've got a bored and straight, flat, straight up and down torso. They've got extremely beat up kneecaps, and they've got no Q angle at all. And then it looks like, for that skinny of a person, it looks kind of rounded, and it looks kind of pudgy right there in the suit. They may still have their parts, their male parts. But no, Donald has a female Q angle, and their ex-wife has absolutely no Q angle, and they have a bulging private when they're like a skinny person. That does not look like a female private to me. No. Looks almost like when I broke down Princess Di in like 1 minute, because they had their penis in the swimsuit and it was visible. Okay, here's Ivana again. You can see their flat back, just clear as day. They give you the Baphomet sign, which means I'm both genders in one. I'm a gender bender. But yeah, they got a flat back. They got straight sides, fake boobs, big hair, cover up the forehead. But yeah, I don't know who they're with there. That doesn't matter, because I'm not breaking them down right now. Okay, here's Ivana. Okay, fake breasts. Okay, so ignore this. Wide shoulders, and the clavicle comes across, and it does go all the way out to the edge. Absolutely. It looks kind of soft in here, like they airbrush some stuff, and usually you can see something in the throat. Like they have like a pronounced trachea, but not like a full blazing Adam's apple like Melania had when they were younger. But extremely long neck, very deep set eyes. Look how deeply set their eyes are. Deep set eyes, male shaped hairline, brow ridge. See the, whoa, it's going everywhere.